Hey guys, what is up? Hope everybody's having a good one. Somebody give me an audio check, please, if you would. If you would, somebody throw a 5x5 in there. Sweet. Cool. Guys, I only got about 25 minutes here, so I want to get through this. We got some stuff going on. My kids and stuff are at school right now, so I'm just going to drop this in here real quick. Here's the chat rules, guys. Please do this, okay? Just read that. They're easy to follow. It's not hard to do. Just be respectful. Don't mention anybody that's not here. Don't attack anybody. Good or bad channels, whether you like them or not. Please just don't even go there, okay? This is a drama-free zone. My mods know what to do when it comes to that. So, yeah, you're welcome, AQS. Yeah, that was going to happen. You knew that. So thank you for accepting that, by the way. Anyway, guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this because I really want to get this out to you guys. There's stuff going on here that we need to be looking at. This isn't something, and I trust my mods. So whatever decisions my mods make down in that chat, please just understand that that's, they know the rules. So, and I am sorry I was gone for so long, guys, but I explained that over on Mark's channel a couple nights ago. I'm not going to get into that. So, but anyway, we had a big spike a couple days ago here, and there was no space. Well, we had some solar wind, but it wasn't nothing that really should have been causing this kind of a Schumann frequency. It was a pretty decent spike. Now we had another one here, but we've had an M-class flare too, and plus we've still got continued solar wind here. We've had a continuous flow of this for a minute now. I know, like I said, I got behind on all that. I was keeping up with it. I just wasn't reporting on it. But the fact of the matter is, we've had a pretty continuous stream of high-speed solar wind. And that's because of some pretty decent-sized coronal holes that just keep appearing and growing bigger and everything else. And this is exactly what we expect as we start ramping up, just so everybody understands that. So, anyway, you guys see this right here, R1. What that is, guys, they're talking about radio blackouts. Now, there was a minor chance for radio blackouts because of this M-class flare. Okay? That's where that came from. Notice that our this is a good chance to show you guys what I mean by the difference here. See, we got M-class flare, but you didn't really have any kind of uptick in geomagnetism because it wasn't a CME hitting Earth. This is X-ray. It's totally different, guys. Now, there is a CME behind this that's associated with this that was fired off to our east a little bit, but it does look like it could possibly give us a glancing blow. But I'm not holding any stock in that yet. It'll be 3 or 4 days before that even gets here, even if it does. So, but what I will say, if you look up here, the current solar wind speed, that's high. Okay, it's above average. 300 to 500 is what we look for, and kilometers a second, and right now it's at 620. So, and this is staying pretty consistent. It's staying pretty high. And I look for it to stay that way for a while. Well, I can show you this real quick, too, first, before we move on. This is NOAA's observations, and this is also NOAA's forecasting here. So for the next 3 days, they're really not saying we should be in any kind of storm level. Now whether or not we had a stealthy solar storm the other day that hit us and nobody was expecting it. So that stuff happens. That's why I say this, because this is nothing more than a forecast. There's chances they can be wrong, and they actually will tell you that in here if you read it. So, again, it's like a weather forecast, guys. They're not always completely correct. I couldn't imagine how to try to build a model to predict or even forecast this at all. It amazes me that they're even able to get even halfway close. So, geomagnetism right now, we are active. We've kind of bumped down into kind of normal or kind of quiet conditions. But this is kind of good to keep cosmic rays away. All right. So as long as we're not getting way up into, G3, G4 class storms, we really don't have much to worry about as far as that goes. Now, so what I'm going to do So I'm going to take you guys here. This is Discover data. Now, again, remember, we look for 10 on density, and that's, it's hanging right around 6. It's getting close to 10 there, but it's staying really consistent, and that's because we got a really consistent flow of solar wind right now. But notice how all this, the solar wind itself, the yellow box here, is staying right around 600. Okay? The temperature is going to probably hang out right in the middle unless we have a spike one way or the other. Now, the phi angle did flip here a little bit, the polarity of that solar wind. It flipped and then it flipped back. Sometimes when that happens, we'll get a little jolt. But the BZ, the angle of which the solar wind is entering our system, isn't getting down towards -6. That's what we need. That's what it really takes to really give us a good hit. So even though we have this uptick in speed, if this angle was down -6, -7, -8, or even bigger, we would probably be a little higher in our geomagnetism right now because the stuff would be coming in. Now, something I want to show you guys here too, though. You see the aurora, right? It's been quite some time since I've seen a full circle, without having a big hit. So this is saying exactly what I was talking about. This is uptick. So that is what it is. When this thing, because we get hit from the solar wind, and it's what causes all this up here, the auroras itself. So when it wraps around the planet, so that there's a little bit uptick of energy, because there's only one side of the Earth facing the sun at any given time. So usually you have almost like a horseshoe look here, and I'm sure you guys recognize that. I had the flare pulled up. I went to do a video last night. I was going to post it for you guys, but I did like a 20-minute video and had the mic turned off. And I was like, screw it. I'll just come back on tomorrow and just drop it real quick here. But anyway, the flare that hit, it hit with the Pacific Ocean like right in front. So what happened was the west coast of us, right over here, and then it stretched over about here. And it was pretty significant. And it was an M1 class flare. And with that being said, when that happened, within 15 minutes, this earthquake popped off. The biggest one of the day. So I have a hard time thinking that didn't have anything to do with it. It's really kind of, I'm not saying that that's what caused this earthquake. I'm just saying that it was probably just that straw, that little extra whatever it took to get that to pop off like that. So I'm talking within 15 minutes, that quake was busted off from after that flare hit. So, we got to, we start looking at those things. We've been looking at these things for a while now. And they are studying that, space weather. They're starting to take it in account a lot more now. And it has to do a lot with heating and everything else. There's a whole lot of science behind all this. And, I'm just not there yet with the earthquake thing. I'm not intelligent enough, or I don't want to say I'm not intelligent enough not to understand it, but I'm just don't have that in my tool bag right now. There's a lot of other stuff that we can be looking at, and that's what I've been doing. So, but here's that CME that's with that flare. Now, before we go any further, I guess I should show you the flare, huh? Let's see. Yeah. So this flare, well, actually, you know what? I guess I could play it here too, but it's right here. See? Now, what you're seeing, wham. See that? Okay? So that's, obviously that's right in front of us. Okay? This is from our perspective. This is from SDO. The satellite sits out in front of us and always looks at the sun. So you can definitely see what's going on there. That's a typical signature. I guess I could zoom in here a little bit further. And, I think it's pretty. I mean, it's visually, it's cool. Okay. And it really hasn't done a whole lot to add anything bad to what was going on, except for maybe adding to the earthquake risks. Okay. So the majority of the time, guys, I mean, it really, what the heck happened there? Wow. All right, come on, get off of that. Thank you. Gosh. Sorry about that, guys. But when you look at these things, they are really pretty visually. The way that they've made these models, it's cool to look at. If you really zoom in tight there, you'll see like a hash mark, and these hash marks are kind of like this direction, and they'll make an X pattern. And then you'll usually see like a beam of light shooting up, straight up and down, and sometimes side to side. It's a typical flare signature. That's what that is. Okay? So as we look going through there, see how it dies back down. Now, so if we go look at the 304 different angstrom, you'll be able to get a little different look here. One thing I do want to point out, guys, see how much more active the sun's getting? Okay? I mean, you can see filaments everywhere. I mean, they're everywhere. And that's what's been blowing off the sun mostly here lately, until this one here. This sunspot here blew a huge one off the side. I mean, it was big. It was on the other side of the sun, hadn't even crested the limb, and we still experienced C-class flare X-rays here on our planet. And it wasn't even fired at us. It was actually even fired off a little bit towards the backside. So, how big that was, I don't think we're ever really going to know the intensity of it completely, because the tools just aren't out there to get the data. But, that is what it is. But anyway, you can see that right there. That's the flare on this angstrom. And you can even kind of see the hash marks that I was just talking about right there. Okay? And that's what you're going to see. So I want you guys to go look at these tools. Don't believe a dang word I say. Please, don't. Go look at this stuff. You guys are smart. You're smarter than I am. So please, go look at this stuff. And make up your own mind what you think's going on. Obviously I'm here to show you the tools and stuff and the observations, and that's what my channel is. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the observation. I'll give my opinion sometimes. But that's, I'm not going to tell people how to think. So anyway, here's that same area on the 211. Right there. See that? Now the difference here, what you're going to see here, you're going to see the flare, but you're also going to see some cloudy looking stuff here, and that's the CME behind it. Okay, that's the plasma. See that? See how far out that goes? I mean, it really circled out. So, and a lot of times when this happens, it'll destabilize other parts of the sun, and you'll start seeing a little bit extra activity after that. But you'll be able to see it real well here. Just watch it here. Oh, I updated this one. This one's back on that day. This is current right here. We had another one right here. Watch this. Watch over here. See that? That's another release. That's another CME, it looks like. Or a filament release. It's plasma leaving the sun. I can say that confidently. But as I move across here, you can see up here, we now have this sunspot up here starting to get active. So what I'm saying, guys, is this one and this one, we're going to have to keep an eye on. This one here really went off the other day. It really did. And it was big. That one over there was a big one. So I know we only got to see it as a C class, but I would have to venture to say that if that thing was fired right at us and it really hit our tools the correct way, I would almost bet you that that thing was bigger than that. So, yeah. So, anyway, I'll take you back to that day. Here's the 18th. All right, so that's the one there. Let me back it up another day. That's the big one. Okay? Again, this is from Soho, which is in a similar position to SDO. It's out in front of our planet, just a little bit further to the left. But it's still looking at the sun from out in front of us. Basically the same perspective. Slightly different angle. That's it. But you can see how this thing went to our east and right here. Now, it didn't just go to our east, though, too. It actually went back this way a little bit, which is why I'm telling you guys this, because for us to really get that X-ray around the edge of the sun like that, with it not even being crested and facing us, you got to know that that has some power behind it. It had to have. So there's that one. That's the 19th. Okay. And then here's today. There's that one today. So, I mean, we're talking like ejections every day now. And it's been doing that. But we've gotten lucky that they weren't coming at us. The big ones, anyway. We want some of the activity here, okay? We do. But we don't want the bad ones. That's just what we talk about, right? Here's spaceweather.com. Obviously, they've got the flare showing it here, too. They do a really good job over here, guys. Please go check them out. Go give them some love. I'll always leave a link in the description box. They do a really good job over here, I think. And you can click on these little links here. It'll take you, and you can see all this. Now, we're in the time of the Lyrid meteor shower, too. And the peak is 21st to 22nd. So if you guys get a chance, you could probably go outside and check it out. Get away from the TV for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Right here, obviously, noctilucent clouds is a non-issue right now. We're in that space of time where we don't have any on the North or the South Pole. So it'll be a few months before we start talking about those again. And it'll be on the North Pole this time. Here's your near-Earth objects. Guys, I mean, nothing really much to talk about here. LD is lunar distance for those that don't know. So, that is what it is. Let me get here. Look at the chat just fly right on. Wow. Wow. Let's get this thing caught up. I want to see if you guys are okay in there. All right, did it catch up? Somebody give me a, yeah, I'm still good. Keith, you doing okay, buddy? Okay, good. All right, yeah, I think everybody's there. We all still good, guys? Okay, cool. Thank you. That's all I need to know. Mod, you rock. Thank you. Let's go here. This is our magnetosphere, okay? And guys, I mean, we're going to have some action here because of solar wind. You're going to see us catch little waves, this and that. But I do have something interesting I want to show you that I'm still looking into a little bit here. This is from the other day. And I want to back this up because I seen it myself, but I actually had a couple of you guys email these to me too. And thank you for doing that because it takes us all, right? Obviously, look at that. I mean, that just looks all blowed out. I mean, it is. But that's not even really what I'm concerned with here. If you go forward, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it, and you can see where nothing at all hits us in the front here, and we really just blow out. So I don't know. It's really, yeah. So if we look at it like that, obviously that's a hit. I mean, we get that, right? So, I mean, and we did get some solar wind right behind it. But the initial shot, I mean, maybe it sensed it. I don't know. But that right there that's a massive blowout, guys. So, and even our pressure, the pressure part of this just went completely like to zero. I mean, it was something. It was crazy. Watch. See that? So, yeah. And that was, I've seen stuff like that before. But that was pretty significant. So this is something we're just keeping an eye on, like we always have to. I mean, that's just what it is, right? But, that is what it is, guys. So, yeah. And again, guys, I'm sorry I haven't been doing much videos. Again, I like I said, I've already explained all that. If you want to know more about why, go over to Mark's channel. I do want to mention, too, Mark is... He's visiting some family right now, guys, so take it easy on him, too. He's not going to be putting out the big, long live streams, I don't think, for the next few days. So anybody that watches Mark, just know that he's still doing what he can. He's not in his basement with his green screen and stuff, okay? He's taking a break, a much-needed break. The guy's been 840 days in a row. I couldn't imagine. I just couldn't imagine. So, thanks, AB. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Really do, guys. But yeah, guys, I love you guys. I'm going to have to get off of here. I got to go pick up my daughter. Here's a couple, here, these are official sunspots. I look for that one over here, probably to get named also. What's up, Little Red? Daniel, what's up? Muse, what's up, dude? What we got here? Say hi to everybody. Menacing, Arizona, Keith, that's right. Love all you guys. Mr. Goody, Christine, good to see you. Wish I had time to go back through there. I got to go pick up my daughter from school, so I just got home from work. Hey, Nibby, what's up? Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Am I missing anything, guys? You guys have any questions for me real quick? Hey, Ron, what's up, bud? Good to see you. Hope life's getting a little better or easier for you, man. Let's see here. What's up, Tab? Muse, what's up? AQS. Love you guys. Okay, guys? So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one, guys. Hey, Russell, what's up, bud? Bubba News, how you doing? See, guys, I can sit here and talk to you guys forever. I mean, I really could. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that come through here. I really do. And thank you for respecting the chat rules. I really do appreciate that. It's just what it is. And I get, when there's stuff going on, I understand. But thank you, mods, for making sure that everything's good in there for me. And back at you, Ron. Back at you, man. Always prayers for you, man. Prayers for all you guys. Hey, guys, the whole time I was gone, you have to know that it was killing me. It was. I feel a connection with all you guys. And it really... Thanks, Nimby. Appreciate that. And I feel a connection, like I said, to all of you guys. Hey, Eric. What's up, bud? You can speak on being released by the close frequency. Schumann is the most pertinent. Yes, I would agree with that. Catfish is talking about the Schumann. Schumann, guys, listen. The Schumann is you got to always look at that. I've been saying that for a long time now. So just do that, guys. That thing is, yeah. Yeah, there's a whole lot there to unpack, and that's just what it is. I would definitely agree with all that, guys. And so thank you guys for all being here and coming back to me here. And again, guys, I wish I could. I really wish I could stick around longer here, but I do have to go get my daughter. I got like 5 minutes here. And again, guys, I will come on, and I did miss all you guys. Every freaking one of you. I mean... all of you. It was killing me. I can't tell you how much I wanted to make videos and stuff. But, man, when my daughter said that to me, that was it. It was like getting punched. I hate this is going to sound nasty or whatever, but it was like getting punched in the nuts. It really did. It really hit me that hard. Because I care about my family more than myself. Way more than ever myself. And that's why. The one thing I regret about the way I did it, guys, and I will apologize for this, that I didn't, put a video up saying I was going to be gone for a while. That is my fault, and I shouldn't have done that. That's disrespectful of you guys. All you guys have always supported me. I shouldn't have done that. I just knew that if I came back on at all, I was going to start doing videos again, and I just couldn't. I can't do it. I had to figure things out, guys. That's what it was. So... I really hope that everybody understands. I think most of you guys do. And so, like I said, I'm not promising any kind of a scheduled video sequence here at all. All I can do is promise you that if something happens, I'll at least pop on for 5 or 10 minutes, throw a video up real quick if it's pertinent information that happens real quick, that, real strong stuff that needs to happen. So, just know that I'm still looking at the tools even when I'm not doing videos, okay? Because I will. It's on my phone. Shoot, it's I don't have to take any time away from anybody to look at those tools real quick. So So yeah, guys, yes. What time is it? Oh God, yeah, guys, I do have to go, guys. Love you guys. God bless. Yahusha saves, and I hope you can still drink the Kool-Aid.